the general energies of this month. We'll also do a little bit of love as well as some career/life purpose. All right, guys. So when I was meditating on your sign as a collective, I got a few things. So the first thing that I got is you guys are going to get a chance this month to write your own ticket. You guys are going to get almost like magical means of wisdom. Now, this month, people may be tempted to have something to say about you, or you may have issues this month. Spirit is encouraging you to go ahead and not worry about other people and what they think of you. The people who may be experiencing some shyness, Spirit is encouraging you to let it go. Let it go. Don't worry about what people think. Let it go. You will be loved for you. Okay? When you finally decide to let yourself out of the box. Okay? For those of you who would like to try to maybe go into nature and connect with Spirit, Spirit is inviting you to do that. For those of you that are already doing that, Spirit is asking you to come and do it again. So this month, you guys are going to not only be asked to not worry about what people are thinking, but it doesn't mean don't pay attention. Okay? If you're shy, don't worry. You're going to be loved for you. Don't worry about what people are saying, as long as you feel you're doing the right thing. But at the same time, Spirit is encouraging you not to allow anyone to do anything to you that is not respectful. Respect yourself and demand respect from others. That's one thing. Okay? Find value in yourself and make sure that those around you are also finding value within you. You do not have to do any more than you should, especially for those who haven't been kind to you. Spirit is not telling you to do harm to them, but you are free to go. You are free to go and to exit stage left. You do not have to take it. Some of you are going to be coming into, good fortune this month. Spirit is letting you also know you do not have to share that with those who have not been kind to you. Some of you, your lives are changing for the better, for the positive. And then there are people who never were nice to you, not because you didn't have, but because they may have been jealous, or they just genuinely didn't like you, or they were just mean-spirited people. You know what I mean? And now they may see your good fortune and come back around and want some. And Spirit is letting you know, no, even though you're kind and generous, that is not what you have to do. You do not have to do that. Your fortune is for you. Sharing it with others, it really won't bring them any good. That's the key. It's like, I hate to say this, but it's like throwing pearls to swine. In other words, what value does a pig have for jewelry? What value does a pig have for diamonds? None at all. Okay, so that's just an expression. Actually, it's from the Bible. Okay, it's a Bible verse, but whatever. But this is what Spirit is saying. You guys want to share and help people along the way with whatever this is that's coming into your life. Unfortunately, because they're not even vibing on your level, it's not going to really do them any good anyway. So it's going to be a waste. Sorry, guys. I feel like some of you are going to get off the beaten path and start like your own thing. Some of you may start your own spiritual practices, or some of you may start your own businesses because you have a particular way you'd like to see things done, and you're going to start doing that. I'm like looking for this card. I thought it went under the table, but it actually went the opposite way. Okay, so you guys are just going to start to see the truth in things. And as you see the truth, Spirit is not telling you to take the low road. Spirit is telling you are free to take the road that exits the building or the path that exits the building. And that is your high road. Okay? As opposed to just sitting down and taking it. When people are giving you crap this month, you don't have to do that. Some of you, your spiritual gifts are becoming much stronger. So if you are thinking about, starting your own practices or doing your own thing, Spirit would like you to know you are free to do that. All right, so let's get into it. So what's going on this month? General energies. Here in the Ace of Swords, I see that maybe there is a truth that will be spoken, a new idea that is attained. However it goes, this idea, this truth, like you may have a feeling and say, you know what, I'm kind of tired of this. And you say, well, maybe that's just how I feel right now. Unfortunately, this idea, this truth is only going to intensify in nature. So it's going to grow, okay? And therefore, it should not be ignored. It should be listened to. The next card out is the Fool. Starting something new, taking a new adventure, moving forward in your life, working hard, trying to get something off the ground, grinding, your wheels. Some of you may be trying to get, after you find yourself moved on, you may be trying to get over what you've gone through in the past. Okay? All right, so general energies, outcome. Let's get started. I will clarify a little bit if I feel like I have to. It seems as though someone, by it could be beginning, end, middle, time is relative in your life. It could be someone who's rushing in. It could be you. It could be someone else rushing in. There may be a love offer attached to this rushing of movement, but I am inclined to believe that maybe it's the truth, ideas, things of that nature, rushing in. Floodgates are opening, okay? Also, too, as you move along and decide to move on, okay, from whatever this energy is that you feel like you have to move on from, whatever this to move forward with whatever this new journey is, this new idea or, truth that you've gained, you will see yourself in a much more fertile place, much more able to manifest the things that you're looking to do. All right. You guys may be a little regretful when you look back. However, the worst is over. You guys are going to actually begin to heal, and new opportunities are going to be given, whether it's you being able to finally break into that career that you've been trying to get into, or that position you've been trying to get into, as well as maybe it's a new love offer that becomes a little bit more stable. Also, too, those of you that are interested in growing your family, you do have an opportunity to do that as well. It seems as though the Ace of Swords comes about because there is an idea or a choice or a truth that is not being decided on. I feel as though for some of you, it could be something like a move, maybe even moving countries, moving states, moving homes. There could be a move. There could also be It seems as though there's a bigger energy as well. Something about your world, how you create it, your friendships, your love partners, all of these things. Okay, there may be some type of disaster you guys are thinking you're trying to avoid. There may be a project that you're deciding to not move forward with. In other words, move in a different direction. There could also be, I said there could be friendships, things of that nature, like who you associate with, who you allow into your life. But that could also be in the arena of love as well. What you accept, what you will and won't accept. Oh gosh, that's funny too, because we talked about that. We talked about that in the beginning. When I do the meditative portion, like I get these overall, ideas, and they're not very specific. They don't really have any types of like scenarios attached to them. And then as I watch the reading, the connection unfolds for me as well. I think as though you guys, when it comes to this Fool card, this is about value. It's about healing. It's about life purpose. It's about life path, right? Because life purpose, life path can be two different things. The path is exactly that. The road that's taken, the direction. But this is about you deciding to get on your path. It may not be as deep as, say, a life purpose, but you're deciding to get on the path to healing, to being able to manifest the things that you want. See? Yeah. Fool card clarified by the Chariot. See? Ow. Okay. I don't know how that just happened. Maybe I put the cards back in upright by mistake. However, because I don't intentionally do anything. I just kind of let it happen. However, this Tower card is upright, and the Two of Wands is also upright now, along with the Star card clarifying the Fool, along with the Chariot, as well as the Four of Pentacles. So I think this month you guys are energetically going to just take this advice that, was given in the meditative portion. You're not even going to have to think about it, because this energy tells me that you guys want more. And some of you are just going to let the chips fall and make the decision to go on, move on. There's, when I say that, those are two separate things. Like, it could be one and the same, but you know what I mean? Like this tower, that tower moment that's been trying to be avoided. Somebody may say, you know what? I'm taking my hands off the energetic wheel. Let the chips fall where they may. I'm over it. What will be, will be. This Two of Wands could be representing making a decision to do that, or making a decision to move on, like away. When I say move on in this particular sense, I'm talking about like move away, change houses, change jobs, change careers, change partners. Four of Pentacles. Whenever I see this, to me, it's about holding on to your purse strings and your heartstrings tightly. When I say heartstrings, it's like you're deciding to give something no more time. It's over. It's done with. You could be saving your money as well to make these things happen, to make this move happen. Let's see what this Five of Cups is. What is this Five of Cups? And I know we really want to know about this Knight of Swords. Who has what to say? What's coming? What do you guys have to say? I'm just curious, because it's moving fast. And it's going to get a very mouthy feel attached to it. In other words, like, whenever this truth is spoken and it comes in fast, I have a feeling that it may not be pleasant, is what I'm trying to say when I say a very mouthy feel. So I was clarifying the 5 of Cups. There could be someone who is Hierophant in reverse, 6 of Swords. There is someone who is, a little disappointed. Maybe this is the faith, your faith changing, your belief system changing, you having to move away from something you believed very deeply for a long time, moving away from a relationship, a marriage, maybe even having to put something on hold, such as education or something, that may have been bringing solidification to your life, like something that was solid or thought to be solid coming to an end and you having to move away from it. There's something that I feel like you guys know or someone else knows. You guys can be dealing with a water sign, or this can just be you. There's something that somebody knows, and I think that they're gonna say exactly what it is that they know, and they're steadfast in it. In other words, using their intuition, like, listen, I know things aren't right here, and I'm out. Like, I'm leaving. And it may not have to just be love relationships. It could be with friends, It could be with friends. Like, I kind of get this idea, like, like someone is like, how can I explain, excuse me, without using a particular scenario? It's like somebody walks in and is like, look, I know the truth. I know what's going on. You can't tell me anymore. Like, I'm not listening. I'm good. I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, that type of energy coming off of the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is rather nurturing, things of that nature. However, in this particular situation, I feel like she is, she's searching her feelings. It could have something to do with friends, like I said before, that are no longer valuable because of maybe what they're putting out there. Maybe they overstep their boundaries. It could be about investment, legacies, things of that nature, family, something that a lot of time has been put into. It could be about a direction of leadership. I really feel as though this could really deal with money and quite a bit of money, because there's somebody who's like, with the 10 of Pentacles and the Emperor, that to me spells like legacy, empire, things of that nature. And maybe too many chiefs, not enough Indians, too many hands in a pot. I don't know what other expressions to use. All right, there's a bunch of stuff going on. And then somebody is saying, nah, I don't really think this is the direction we need to go. This is something that could have been for a very long period of time, because here we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, here we have the Empress. So in the relationship arena, this could be someone that you have children with. Okay, in the business arena, this could be something that you've been nurturing and trying to get off the ground for quite some time. But I do feel that there is some discontentment. There may be overindulging on someone else's part. Some of you could be dealing with, and this is for a small group, not even, some of you can be dealing with a younger water sign that drinks too much. But this is something that was nurtured for a while, or given, it was given attention, like I said, nurturing, watered, all of that. Someone was using their wisdom and, and all their love on this thing, and it may not be, working out. Someone could be lying, being sneaky, trying to get something that doesn't belong to them. And regretfully, I feel as though you guys are going to have to walk away. There is a chance for new stability, but this situation could involve, like I said, a marriage. It could involve family. It could involve love. It could involve, in this particular time, I'm not seeing money, but something of that nature. Let's go ahead and move into the actual areas of the reading. I do want to clarify this Ace of Pentacles. Let's see what type of new opportunities are coming in, right? We went through all of the not so pleasant stuff. Let's see what's really going on. All right, I asked, and here we are. Someone is getting a lot more free time because they're done putting time and effort into something that wasn't working out. Okay? Someone is being offered a new opportunity. Someone is planting seeds in a new direction and also doing an inventory on what they actually have. Yep, the Queen of Cups has reappeared. The Hermit card. Someone's going in looking for analyte. Somebody is also saying something like, look, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm not making any decisions right now. I just want to get right with me. I just want to get clear within myself. And I think that this is what this is. For those of you who are not in some long committed relationship and something just didn't work out, well, I feel like you're just going to take a step back and say, oh, this is perfect. I get more time to do me. You know, there's still a decision that's not going to be made by at least maybe the end of the month. And if it is made, it's going to be the second week of the month. If not, it's not going to be made by the end of the month. I feel as though there are some people who feel a little bit trapped. And that to me is probably why the Four of Cups is here, is because you feel trapped. Meanwhile, you're not, because this is clarifying a Ace of Pentacles, meaning that there are opportunities here. All right. Some people may just be so tired of things that they've been through that they're not going to make a decision. Right. They're just like, tired. They're going to come close, but not quite there. They're not going to make a decision because they can't see this Ace of Pentacles. If they knew it was there, they might move a little bit faster. But at the same time, I feel like there's something that someone needs to like heal and work on some things because they've been through some stuff. All right. So let's move on to the life path. Career section of the reading. All right, let's get into it. All right, guys. So the first card out is what we were talking about. Life path or path, right? Life purpose, life path. First card out is you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. once again, we talked about not making a decision because maybe someone just doesn't want to look at it, or, just doesn't have time. Like making a decision and move on, but then not making a decision on what comes next just yet. All right. I think it'll be okay. I mean, the universe is not holding it against you that you need some time to regroup yourself. I think there's a lot of things, like a lot of energy swirling around you from what you've been through. So the next card is time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. It's okay if it takes you some time to figure out what that is, right? Exactly. It's all about balance, right? In nature, the law of nature is balance. So, when you do decide clearly what you want and you set your intentions clearly, the universe will still be willing to work with you. Thank God for the universe, as opposed to people who sometimes get impatient and have their limitations. Next card out is family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. Protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. So like I said, some people may be walking away from a career. All right. Guys, just be aware. Love on yourselves this month, because if this is something that you're going through, if any of these things is something that you're going through, love on yourself. Try and find ways to build yourself up and reinforce this energy of value that you found in yourself. Sometimes it's hard to stand on your value and on your values, because if they're not aligned with other people, they tend to try and break them down just by the very nature, right? People try to disprove things they don't believe in. They try to sway you into their belief system, correct? So don't take it personal. All right. I think these cards fell out for a reason. Don't take it personal, guys. You guys are protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. The next card out is sensitivity. You're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Exactly. Like, don't just let people walk all over you. Like, it's okay. Even if you're making, like a change, like for me, I remember at one point I was working on healing my heart chakra, and my heart chakra, it burst open at one point. I was going to say open. It burst open at one point. And, excuse me. That's my throat chakra. I don't really like talking about my personal business. Speak my truth. Now I'm going to move on. Anyway, so I remember one time my heart chakra opened, and I cried for 24 hours straight. I was watching TV. I was going to the grocery. I was cleaning my house. I was doing all of my regular stuff because I wasn't sad. It was just that there were probably things that I held back, things that I ate, things that I just didn't address that needed to be cleansed. So crying being a real purification process, I just sat for 24 hours. Everything I was doing, there were tears streaming down my face. I couldn't control it. And then, when that was happening to me, I was being very careful though who I was around. Not just because I didn't want people to see me crying, but also too, it awakened me to the idea that now that my heart chakra was open, or now that I was actually sensitive again to emotions in certain ways, I needed to guard my heart in ways that I hadn't before. Hence, how my heart got broken in the first place, or how it was damaged in the first place. People, places, and things, situations I didn't need to be in, situations that didn't value me, people who didn't value me, and just in general. This could be family, friends, relationships of a love nature, jobs, where you put in all this hard work and then you're like, what the heck? I'm not getting anything in return. Counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathic ear. All right, guys. So these two, I feel go together. All of these. First of all, you're protected. Okay. Second of all, Sensitivity. Sensitivity. You are sensitive. You can help others. And you are protected. I mean, without the sensitivity, you wouldn't be able to listen with an empathic ear and help others and advise them wisely. And that's all I'm saying. They go hand in hand. So with that being said, you guys, because this is what's going on, because you are, moving into a better place in your life, you guys are going to be, more selective. Everybody can't go. Point blank, period. That's what I want to say. Everybody can't go. All right. So I see somebody thinking resting, retreating. People may be going back to school, consulting experts. Some people are really thinking about marriage. They're thinking about spirituality in a new way. But for me, in this particular sector, it's most likely educating themselves on something new or trying to continue their education. Okay. I see people walking away, making plans, making them happen, finding stability, moving forward, away from harder times. I see long cycles ending. And this is in the career life path section. I see new ideas, truths being spoken. I see new partnerships. The Two of Cups is here. And decisions on partnerships, who you will and won't allow. I see you guys actually coming out of this month healing, because the situation is calling for temperance, right? Take your time, take it slow. You are going to be healing. You are going to find your balance. And then you're going to come out on the other side, 9 of Wands, ready for the next fight. You have been through something, but it's not stopping you from being ready. Two of Swords. Yep. Two of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There is something, an opportunity, maybe a new job offer. You guys are not making a decision on. Maybe because you're still in healing mode. Universe is saying time to decide. Let me go ahead and check out this for you guys. I see you guys making plans, but I feel as though you guys need to take control. Maybe there could be an older gentleman in your life. There may be an older gentleman in your life that could give you some advice, whether it's on career. Some of you, it may even be in love. I say that there could be an Aquarius man or some type of very intelligent man with a sharp tongue that you may be trying to avoid or have moved away from, and therefore I feel as though you guys aren't making the decision that you want, and you may have not even moved away from this person, but this could be you knowing the truth, sitting with the truth, and still not making a decision, not cutting the excess out of a situation, because we have a few things right here. We know that the Devil card is excess. And as soon as I wanted to clarify the King of Swords, this is what came up. Right? We have the Star card, we have the Sun card, right? And we have the Devil card. So I feel as though you guys have a wish or a dream, aspirations. You see that it could work out good. It brings you happiness, but there is either fear, anxiety, or attachments, unhealthy attachments, excessive, maybe for some people, drinking. I'm getting a lot of fear. I'm getting a lot of fear. You guys, let's see something here with this. I want to check something out with the Eight of Cups. Some of you may be a little afraid with your finances. Some people are using their logic way too much. And when I say that, I mean it's making you blinded to the truth. It's keeping you trapped in your head as opposed to allowing you to make any types of movement at all. You guys have planted seeds that you decided to stop watering. You've invested in something that you decided to walk away from. So that's good. You guys are doing the walking away, but this is more like a multi-step program. It's like you walk away and then you move on, right? Walking away is not necessarily moving on. And we've been through a trauma. See, yeah, still feeling left out in the cold. Maybe someone stopped investing in you and decided to stop watering what you had. That's okay. Feeling left out in the cold. All right. Let me see something really quickly with this particular. I want to clarify this Five of Pentacles before I say what I want to say, right? I want to make sure that I'm free to say that. Yep. I'm free to say it. I'm going to say it. I was going to say, you know, in the Five of Pentacles, these people are walking past the church. Okay? These people are walking past the church. They're free to go in. Most places, church is free. Okay? They're free to go in. In other words, this to me symbolizes the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, the Four of Cups. There is something in front of you that can help you out. They don't necessarily have to be cold on this particular night. They're walking past the church. They could go in. If you want to be in a different part of society, you could go in. If you want to be in a different job, you could go in. If you want to get out of your relationship and move on in love, you could. You're free to do that. You don't see it because you've been through a lot. So right now, you only think of the reality that you've seen. However, look at this. See this? This is clarifying the Five of Pentacles. Why would the Four of Wands, a marriage card, and the Four of Wands, a card of stability, a card of family, friends, tribal, finding your tribe, and the Five of Wands in reverse, clarify the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is supposedly not a good card. Meanwhile, it's clarified by two beautiful cards. Well, when the Five of Wands is in the right position. All right, I rest my case. I think I made a good case for the universe. The universe is trying to tell you that it's okay. You're good. You can move on and you can do better. Let's go into love, right? Because it seems as though when it comes down to beliefs, whether your faith in a situation, whether it's in love or money, it comes down to what's in your heart. So let's move on to love. Let's move on to the heart area of the matter. Because a lot of times, those are the things that affect us so deeply. Those are the things, when I do readings and when I read people, those are the things that I see affect them the deepest. Their relationships with others. Right? I've seen people go through bad relationships in comparison to people who have had extreme physical trauma go through more heartache. People in horrible relationships, I've seen them need more therapy, more healing than people who have gone through traumatic body injuries. Seriously, there's something about that. So let's go ahead and start. What does Spirit have to say to Sagittarius involving love this month? Oh, yeah. Maybe I should mention this thing. This is a big one. I almost forgot. You guys should know that your career, your money, and not just your money, but life path and love, your life partnerships, and things of that nature, they go hand in hand. So it's very likely that if you're in a bad relationship, it's also draining your finances. It's also putting a strain on your relationships with people outside of your marriage or your relationship, outside of your home. Your home life is messed up. It's very hard to establish anything else that's fruitful. And that goes for relationships with parents, siblings, as well as love relationships. My fish are making sudden movements. Scared me out of my mind. So we have some cards that have come out. There's a card that came out that says, give your relationship a chance, with the Two of Cups and the Six of Wands. I don't really do reversals. For some reason, the Six of Wands fell in the reverse. I'm going to clarify it, because if it's echoed again in reverse, then it was meant to be in reverse. But I don't really do reversals with this deck. Some people, there's a chance for transformation. All right. If they would just acknowledge their truth in the situation, there is a chance for them to transform their situation. And then we have the Two of Cups. Someone could be dealing with their soulmate. All right. And things could be a little bit rocky. However, there's an offer being made. Maybe, let's spend more time together. Let's try, little steps to get ourselves on the way. I hear someone saying, I'll do better. I'll do a little bit more, to help out with the family. Some people may just, like I said before, maybe deciding to go back to school. Other people are making plans and trying to take a leadership role. I feel like there are people who have been dealing with a situation, like women who have been dealing with a situation. They become a little bit resentful, right? And then like their mate may say to them, you know what, let me help out, but you're going to have to not be so testy, right? I was thinking about another word, but I said, I better not say that. My ladies might have a problem, There may be people who are dealing with some type of legalities, maybe a divorce or something going on in your relationship. It says, let your friends help you, ask and accept support from others. So some of you may need to get, have a girls' night out, have a girls, bonding session to kind of say, oh, girl, you don't need him. You're okay. Maybe you find your friends spending more time with you, trying to support you through this. So there's two things going on here. There are those that are trying to work on their relationship, and they're going to take some time together, give more time to each other, maybe even take a vacation, all types of stuff like that. And then there is someone who may be getting a divorce because they're going through a transformation, or, this is the normal King of Wands, right? The Knight of Wands. This person in their life is in and out, or, could be some promiscuity. But I think that this person has decided that they don't need this because they're seeing the value in themselves and they're going through a transformation. Page of Wands. So yeah, there's some very immature type of, energy, like promises that are never kept, things of that nature. Let's go ahead and clarify the 6 of Wands and give your relationship a chance. The 9 of Wands wanted to pop out, but did not. I feel as though in the give your relationship a chance card, there is new passion that may be entering this relationship, and there's something about pregnancy. Someone, I don't really like to talk about stuff like this, but in this particular relationship, someone may have had like a miscarriage, or they're having issues with fertility. Yeah, Spirit would like you to know that this is not this has nothing to do with you. You didn't do anything for this to have happened. And I do believe that it's going to work out. Don't worry about it. It could be a month. It could be a year. For some of you, it could even be another 3. However, Spirit is going to bring this child to you. That's the first time that I've ever gotten that message. That's crazy. There's someone being offered new love, a stable, mature type of love. There could be an age difference in somebody's relationship here on the board, but I think it's over here with the give your relationship a chance. Maybe someone who's in a new relationship or trying to make a decision on a relationship, trying to make a decision to stay in a relationship, newfound passion being added to the relationship, and feelings growing deeper. This just went from a knight to a king. Hey, I like that. Yeah, okay. So there is someone who could also be afraid of being left out in the cold, but face your fear. Don't worry about it. And stability, family will be yours. Okay. I guess this goes back to this situation. For some of you with the whole fertility situation, you may feel that your value is not what it should be. However, that's not true. That's not the way your mate feels. Someone may end up having surgery of some sort. And it will lead to fertility. Hold on a second, guys. I'm looking at this Queen of Wands, trying to figure out why she's here. Some people may be dealing with someone who's already had children before and has an ex-wife or the mother of their children is a little bit unbalanced, a little cray-cray, and she feels that there's a competition but there is none. She already lost. Whatever. I'm done with that. That's hilarious. Yeah, this honeymoon thing. So, okay. So the people who are in a relationship and it's been kind of dwindling a little bit, but you do feel like this person was your soulmate or, someone to you like that in the beginning. Okay. So you just go ahead and take your vacation, give each other more time, start making plans together. If this is you or if this is them, well, if it's you, I'm going to tell you. Because probably if you're the masculine energy, they're probably saying you need to take more of a part, more of a role in the home. You know what I mean? Like you need to be more of a leader and participate a little bit more. I can't do anything. This is what the feminine energy is saying. But if you're the feminine energy and you've said that, well, your job is to not be so, I can't use that word. So what other word did I use before? I just drew a blank. I can't think of it. Okay, so don't be so bitter. Like, give the person a chance to change their ways. Like, don't be so testy. That's the word that I used before because I didn't want to use the B word, right? Don't be so testy. Don't be so short-tempered. Don't be so annoyed, okay? Get that get the resting bitch face off, okay? Think about consciously smiling, trying to encourage the other person because you guys are soulmates. You guys are supposed to be together. And when you do this, make this effort and all of that, it's going to be good. It's going to be amazing. And you're going to get back into a good period in your relationship. Now, you know if that's you because you know what your relationship is about. You know if the first one is you. Some of you could be separating from a earth sign. Using your intuition and deciding not to defend your position in this person's life. You could be married to them. You could be getting a divorce, experiencing a divorce right now. And you're just like, nah, I'm not doing that. I feel like you guys are passionately thinking about what you want to do in your future. You're making plans. However, this person talks a lot of crap. I feel like this person may not necessarily be the nicest. And they may say things like, well, what are you going to do without me? Tell them to wait for it. That's all. Because I love it when the magician comes out. You guys have all the tools that you need to do exactly. I'm holding the cards all the way over here, thinking I'm saying something. I love it when the magician comes out because when it comes out, it lets me know that you guys have all the tools you need to manifest what it is that you want. Just recognize that that's what it is. We're done with the love section. It's over, guys. Finito. All right. I'm going to pull some spirit message cards for you. You guys can go on about your day. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for your likes, shares, and your subscriptions. If you guys would like a personal reading, all of that information is in the description box below. Let's go on to some spirit message cards. So for those of you who have lost someone, they're sending you a message and they're saying hello from heaven. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you and also comfort you because I'm tripping all over my words, but I think that's somebody wants to say that. So your loved ones in the spirit world wants to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. You are not alone. We are here for you. We never left. Through all the sadness and loneliness, however, you cannot sense us near or feel how much we love, or feel how much love we are sending you. We are your family and friends and guides. You never walk alone. We walk right beside you. Soul solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise of the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. All right, guys. So if you've been missing someone, if it's been breaking your heart, they want you to know that they love you and they know what you've been going through, and they're fully standing by you to support you. So with that being said, guys, to ease your mind and theirs as well, live your best life because they're rooting for you. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and namaste.